Discover a community designed for over 50s that lets you do you.
Good evening and welcome back to PPL UQ. This is Dylan Kimlin live. Currently sitting alongside me is Ben Abbott. We are about to get underway with some more 50 plus events. However, we're watching the gentlemen duke it out this time, and this is a semi-final. Ben, how are we this afternoon?
Doing very well. Again, looking forward to jumping on the stream and having a good yarn and checking out some of the masters of our fantastic sport of pickleball. And we've got a semi-final here for the 50 plus masters, and it's closest to your camera, Ivan Stride, taking on the sock man, Brad Kluss. So a few experienced campaigners from what I understand, and looking forward to an epic little bout here on our show court for the time being.
Yep, we've just got the okay from our referee, and it looks like we can get started. Referee with the coolest name in pickleball, by the way, our referee Artemis is calling the shots in this regard. Brad Pickle Socks Kluss on the opposing side. Representing Mooloolaba, I didn't get a chance to have a yarn with Ivan, just confirming which club he was from, but regardless, we're underway.
And that ball just into the tape there. You see Ivan already on the offensive, straight up to the kitchen. And Brad levels things up.
Yeah.
1 point apiece.
We'll see that things to be aware of for this game. Brad Kluss plays very aggressively, so no doubt we're going to see a lot of driving, movement up on the court to get to that kitchen position, dominate. We saw that was very prominent with the ladies that we just watched, so they had a lot of success as soon as they're up at the net. And one thing we do have to talk about is Kluss's serve. He does have an absolute ripping serve.
On display just then as well, getting himself I guess what you would call a soft ace, not a clean ace.
Correct. Yeah.
But he takes an early advantage here of 3-1 on the scoreboard, and he's already on the offensive, just game-changing. He's putting his opponent, Ivan Stride, on that back foot. Going to have to be a really clinical return here to keep himself in this space. Ivan approaching that net.
Oh, Brad, beautiful. And one thing we do have to talk about, you mentioned aces. They're not very common in pickleball, but when they do occur, it's typically in singles. Your serve is so important within the singles space. If you mess it up, you don't get another opportunity. Currently 5-1, Brad Kluss on a healthy lead. These games will be 3-11. Oh, he's mixing it up. Results in the point. We will play to 11, win by 2. Should we make it to a third game, the players will swap at 6. It's currently 6-1. Using Franklin X40s for this game. And we'll see what the call is. Called in.
Not a lot Ivan could do on that particular shot there. He's snagged the sideline. He's using every angle so far. Here's the sock man on the charge. Big smash. Back-to-back smashes this one over the fence for 6.
Yeah, not wrong. That's sent one of our other officials, Dimitri, after it. Unfortunately, when it hits the top of the paddle, it goes flying. And you hope that the spectators have got dental insurance, because those balls, especially with Brad Kluss hitting it, are very fast.
He doesn't hold back on his shots, does he? There's a lot of intent behind each and every swing there.
Yeah, not wrong. 2-7 currently. Stride trying to build some momentum. Nice backhand drive, great shot.
Getting nice and low for that one. So the breeze coming across the court. We have had it go from probably on your screen there, left to right. It's coming in gusts from time to time. And of course, we'll play a little bit of a factor here on your late Friday afternoon. And cloud coverage as well. We saw on our previous stream there some beautiful sunshine coming across the court. But now the lights are on here at the University of Queensland Tennis Centre. We're into the Men's Masters semi-finals. With scores tightening up as well there.
Yeah, it's currently a 2-point deficit. I believe that was called out, no? So I think whether Stride challenged that or whether Brad changed his mind. Regardless, it's ended up being 6-7. Stride working really well here. He's on the attack. See that position that Kluss has got at the net. Oh, good hustle.
Oh, it's an incredible rally.
Top of the paddle once again. And I think Brad's just going to have to... I don't know whether he's necessarily seeing it onto his paddle very well, because we've just seen 2 smash attempts go flying.
Well, definitely some awkward lighting kicking around this court here, where we do have a cloud cover, but not completely covered. There's a bit of sun still streaming through, especially at the camera end of this court there. You do see a little bit of blue sky, open sky there. The sun just kind of setting to the bottom left of your screen there, bottom, probably top left actually. But like we keep mentioning, that breeze picking up as well. But it's all Ivan Stride right now.
Yeah, not wrong.
Really finding a groove in the business end of this first game. Just like that, he brings up a game point.
And that's... I mentioned momentum in the last game. Stride is, he was behind and he's quickly spun it around to potentially take game 1. Kluss really needs to defend. Well, still live. Kluss takes his time. Great defense by Stride. Read it well by Brad. Well, swaps around once again. Side out. 7-10. What can the sock man do with it?
Do you reckon the socks are a distraction tactic at all for his opponents out there?
It's funny you mentioned it, Ben, because there was actually a rule change recently. Oh, net roll, ball's still good. I'll continue that train of thought in a sec. What the rule change was is that you can't wear certain coloured clothing. So you'll notice that no one here that's at Pickleball is wearing a yellow shirt.
I do see a bright orange shirt though. Is that controversial?
It is controversial. We'll see. And he's a good player too. See, these good players, they know the rules. They know how to break them. But yeah, essentially the rules are you can't wear a colour that's supposed to imitate the
ball.
The ball.
Right.
So you'll notice these gentlemen wearing white and black as we have a great rally underway at Kluss. Just short, side out once more. But the socks are okay. So, Brad, go hard.
Shout out to Brad as well for Pickle Socks. He's hooked us up here in the commentary booth.
Yeah. Beautiful shot.
Here we go. Back and forth. This is what we like to see. Semi-final action here for the 50-plus Masters.
Yeah, for our viewers at home, if you want to get on the stream, no, not at all. We have no say in who we broadcast. Doesn't matter how many ankle socks you throw our way. Our drive has gone long, side out once more.
In saying that though, we do appreciate any and all gifts of subtle bribery.
Well, that's gone wide. Stride will take game 1. No. Have I got the wrong score? I do have the wrong score.
9-7. Interesting. Oh, drop shot. Just.
Short. There we go. Now we're up to game point. Never mind. I still can't get over our official's name.
Artemis, best in the business.
That's cool.
That's why we can't keep up with the pace of this game. We've just got too many distractions. All-time best names and socks.
Yeah, a bit of sensory overload, some would say.
It's all happening here on day 1.
Yeah, it's good. And speaking of day 1, we've got 2 more days of epic Pickleball action underway throughout Saturday and Sunday here at UQ. If you are in the local Brisbane region, I would highly recommend coming on down. We do have I guess you could say, the Open Division duking it out tomorrow. We've also got the MLP event, which if you haven't seen, PPL have partnered with MLP for the teams portion of this event. Ben and I will be covering that, and whoa, am I excited to be involved with it. Kluss with another point.
Yeah, I've been told that the level of this event is a notch or 5 above what a lot of these athletes and players are used to. And something as simple as having a couple of extra cameras around the court, centre court, a few stands, and hopefully Brisbane in full voice as well, getting behind these athletes, especially in that teams event where we get to showcase our calibre of pickleball across the country and hopefully the world as well.
Yeah, spot on, and I think it's going to be interesting because this is the first event that we have the teams officially showcased. And we have, I'm just going to bring Rob, that is in the kitchen. Yeah, so that is not allowed. However, if that landed in play, it's play on. Just to add some confusion to your Friday afternoon.
Well, plenty going around. I was, unfortunately calling one of our Masters ladies, Amanda, rather than Sam, in our previous stream. So apologies to Sam there in that previous game. Tough women's matchup in that previous stream there as well. And of course, we continue here. It's just a confirmation of scores there as Dylan returns to the booth there. Brad just sending that one long.
Yeah, it's currently 12-11, so Stride finds himself in the game point, and he takes it.
Wow.
Game 1 will go to Ivan Stride, well played. Geez, that was a close one. And you'll notice, so that there's win by 2 in that situation, so the players will just keep going on. I've had games that go forever. And I'm sure our viewers have too. Let us know in the comments what your longest game is. I think I've seen something that goes like the 18-20 or whatnot. But the guys are going to quickly change sides of the court rather. While we do that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break before we get into our game 2 of our 50+ singles men's semi-final. Stride taking game 1.
Discover a community designed for over 50s that lets you do you.
Can I have another lager, please?
Same for me.
What do you reckon?
It's good. Another lager. No booze, no worries.
Alrighty, we are back here, about to get underway for our game 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, you can catch all of this footage on the Pickleball Australia YouTube channel, Pickleball Australia Facebook. Time in, we are good to go. Game 2 underway. Brad Kluss, the sock man, serving. The serve has gone wide by the looks of it. A change of side. It's always an interesting thing. You see a lot of players try almost slowing themselves down, Ben. Like they try and cool down. Like, okay, I've lost the first game. I need to bounce back here. And that was a close first game as well. Stride taking it in the end.
So we were just talking about in the commercial break there, the pace of that first game. You know, it was roughly a 10-minute first game, but double the amount of points, going the distance and beyond to get that 2-point break that obviously Ivan Stride took and has the advantage now. But yeah, it'd be interesting to be a fly on the wall in the headspace of the athletes as they have those in between game breaks. Oh, the apology.
And that's a net roll. So they're the kind of shots. Oh, I mean, Stride won the point anyway. But if that has occurred in the rally, general rule of thumb is you apologise because there's no way you can return it. Talking about not being able to return, great topspin there applied by Kluss. Stride unable to get it back. 0-3 as we have a lovely sunset appearing on the left side of screen.
And to the right side of your screen is us with the sun right in our faces.
Yeah, so thankfully the bright socks of Mr. Sockman are keeping us in track. We know where we're looking. Currently 1-3. Oh, nice controlled drop.
Oh, no way.
Stride.
Stop
Wow.
it.
Excellent running. Both Kluss able to capitalise. 2-3. Yep, good leave.
Just couldn't quite get on top of that one. The backhand, he's favoured that corner with his forehand, but the backhand, just seeing that one long, couldn't quite get across it. Again, opens up to that forehand, and that's where his power is. You see it from his serve, you see it from his forehand there. Outstretched volley, and you hear his own commentary there.
Yeah, and we talked about in the last broadcast the discipline of letting balls go out. In pickleball, it's very common that what's just occurred to Brad will happen to everyone on court. So Brad is probably, there's the net roll I mentioned.
No, I think that landed back on his own side.
Oh, no.
It did, yeah.
Never mind. But, yeah, you generally don't want to be hitting balls that are going to go wide, and Kluss is definitely an experienced player. He knows that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But this is where we're starting to see a lot of errors creep in, and potentially at that point a couple of rallies ago where, you know, Kluss did reach out for this ball that was going wide, but, you know, potentially trying to redeem himself, not getting the connection on the swing that he wants, not getting the execution on the play that he wants. And again, just another error into that net.
Yeah.
Just can't get a groove. Ivan Stride again, just pulling away.
Well, this is when you would be calling a timeout. It's the last thing you want is your opposition to have momentum. You'd be trying to kill it as quick as you can, but you are right. Stride, I mean, there's plenty of analogies we could put regarding his last name and how well he's playing.
Give us one.
Oh, I don't know. That has gone out.
Ivan's in his stride.
There we go.
Oh,
Easy as that, though. Anyone
that's
can do
trademarked
commentary.
that as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kluss gets it back. 2-8. Game 2.
Really good defense there from Ivan. Of course, we can't count Brad out just yet. We saw what that first set was, or sorry, that first game was. You know, Brad Kluss out to a 6-1 lead, and then Ivan Stride coming right back. And, you know, of course, we can't count him out, but with the momentum and the defensive pressure here from Ivan Stride, it's all Ivan at this point in time.
Yeah, you're right. And the general rule of thumb when you are in a position like this is to either slow things down entirely. So you just, because that's, like, Stride isn't doing anything crazy.
No.
He's just playing very consistent pickleball. You either slow things down entirely and play very safe, or you go full-blown, you know, everything out on the court. Doesn't matter. Ivan Stride takes the victory, and that second one was quite comfortable in the end, Ben.
Absolutely, and you can just see Brad applauding Ivan there in his game, and it really was the consistency that came down to it in the end, and at this level, that's what's required. Find your angles, find your power, find your stride, as some people would say. But yeah, no, this one, the semi-final going the way of Ivan Stride, puts himself into a gold medal match as the evening progresses for day one of this PPL UQ event.
Yep, and speaking about gold medals, we will be streaming the next event, I believe will be a gold medal. We're going to move across to the show court. So we will be a little bit away, but as soon as that is ready to go, you will see us live once more on the Facebook and YouTube pages for PAA. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Dylan and Ben. we will leave you here for now and be back live in a jiffy. Cheers.
See you soon.